What's up, everybody? Back for another beer mail, and today I will be unboxing a beer mail courtesy of a friend of mine and fellow beer tuber, Han Yolo over at Han Yolo Reviews. So first things first, thank you very much, sir, for all of these goodies. I'll post a link in the description box to Han's channel if you guys want to go over there and check it out. He does some great beer reviews, and he also does sneaker reviews, and he gets his hands on some great Pacific Northwest beer. And yeah, he decided to hook me up with a box of it. So let's address the elephant in the room. Where the hell's the box if this is unboxing? It's over here on the ground. And I was doing the beer mail unboxing, and then I got interrupted, I shit you not, 4 different times. And I was just like, you know what, gonna scrap the video. I got to the point where I got most of the beers out, and I was just like, we'll just do like kind of a recap because I can't be bothered to edit and do all that crazy shit. I was like, we'll just do a recap. So here we are. First off, this came about because I wanted to try some Great Notion beers in Han's neck of the woods, so to speak, and he knows I can get my hands on other half, so we did a quick swap. We kept it to 6 beers, and yeah, he sent me 3 Great Notion beers, which we will get to momentarily, but let me talk about each beer in the order of which I actually took them out of the box. So the first one I took out was this beer, and this is from the Bend Brewing Company, and it's their Devil's Cabbage Dank IPA. It's a 7% alcohol by volume, just regular IPA. I don't think this is really like a New England style. I don't know. I guess we'll see when we review it. The time of review, it is about 2 months old, and Bend is out of Bend, Oregon. Now, this has a slice in it. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. I didn't use my cheap box cutter to get these beers out of their packaging because they were quite easy to do so. So I don't know where the slice came from. It doesn't look like the beer is leaking or anything, so I think we will be good, but because of its age and the fact that it potentially has a slice here on the side, we're going to review that one first. The next one is from Block 15 Brewing Company. It's their Sticky Hands. It's a double IPA coming in at 8.1% alcohol by volume. The freshness on this is just under a month old, so still pretty damn fresh. And I've heard about Block 15, but I've never had anything from them, so super pumped to give that beer a go. And then last but not least of the non-Great Notion beers, from Fort George, we have their Knife. So this is an IPA that comes in at 7.2% alcohol by volume. This is right around a month old, and I've heard great things about Fort George, and I've actually seen this beer reviewed. Forgot to mention that Block 15, they are out of it says Corvallis, Oregon. So that's Corvallis, Oregon, where they're out of, and Fort George is out of Astoria, Oregon. So yeah, really pumped to give that beer a go from Fort George. Heard great things about Fort George in general, and I've seen a couple reviews of this beer. So I'm super excited about all 3 of these, but this is the start of the show. So Great Notion, one of the more hyped West Coast breweries, definitely one of the most hyped Pacific Northwest breweries, and Han, reviews quite a few of their beers. So I've always seen him review them, and I'm like, man, they sound delicious, and he decided to hook me up with 3 different ones. The first one I got out of the beer mail was this one, and this is Keep the Fire. So this is actually a what they're calling a campfire stout that is brewed with beechwood smoked malt, chocolate rye, and dehydrated marshmallows, 11.5% alcohol by volume, and the freshness, this is about 6 weeks old. So a campfire stout, the first beer I am actually going to be, well, I don't know if I'll review that first, but the first one that basically I picked out of the box. So that's really cool. I thought Han would be sending me nothing but hop forward beers. The fact that he sent me this is pretty damn awesome, and the other 2 are not straight hop forward, so I'm actually quite excited because I thought it was just going to be like New England style IPAs, and he flipped the script in the best way possible. So the second one I got out of the box was their Luminous number 4. So this is a tart India Pale Ale. Technically, it's a sour IPA, and it says lemon, coconut, and vanilla, and that's because on the side it says Luminous is our series of sour IPAs, and each batch is uniquely different. Number 4 was fermented with lactobacillus, house yeast, and lactose, and then they condition it on Meyer lemon, vanilla bean, and toasted coconut. Han knows I love coconut, and I'm really getting into sour IPAs. I still think Hudson Valley is, at the king of the mountain. They know what they're doing. Most sour IPAs I drink nowadays are just kind of like sour beers. I don't get a ton of IPA characteristics, but we'll see what this one has to offer. It's about 3 weeks old at the time that I am unboxing this, so I'll probably drink it, under a month old, and yeah, awesome. You got lemon, you got coconut, you got vanilla. What's not to love? Last but not least is their blueberry muffin. So this is what they're calling a tart and whimsical blueberry treat that will remind you of your family's freshly baked blueberry muffins. Well, my family doesn't usually bake blueberry muffins, but I see what you did there. 6% alcohol by volume. The drink now is kind of rubbed off. Doesn't really matter. I'd imagine this is a Berliner Weiss with blueberries, and I don't know what other kind of adjuncts in here, but I've seen multiple people review this. I've seen a lot of my friends drink that beer specifically and really dig it. So really excited to give a Great Notion to go along with the rest of these beers. Really cool beer mail here, so thank you very much, Han. I do appreciate it, good sir. Hopefully you enjoy the beer mail I sent your way. By the time I post this unboxing, Han should already have his beer mail, although I'd imagine he's not going to post it right away, but once he does, you guys can see what I sent to him. Hint, a lot of other half goodness. But yeah, anyway, the reviews for these, you probably won't see them until June. Backed up quite a bit when it comes to reviews, so over like the next 3 weeks, I still have a lot of other reviews that I need to post, so you'll probably start seeing these trickle out in early to mid-June. And yeah, I'm probably going to review all the hop forward stuff right away, you know, because it's relatively fresh. This is 2 months old, like I said, has a slice in it. This will be the first one I go after and see how that one is. So once again, thank you very much, Han, for hooking me up with all this great beer. Go check out his channel, and thanks to everyone for stopping by another beer mail unboxing. Even though I didn't have a box here, it was still a lot of fun. So until the next one, cheers.